Dumelang bana bantate bana ba Jesu. Today I'm gonna be breaking down this beat that I made using Koriana that I found on TikTok. All you gotta do is go to TikTok, man, search Koriana or accordion, and there are a lot of guys who are posting themselves playing the Koriana. So you can ask for permission to sample their sound, and most of them, they're not gonna have a problem with you sampling their sound. So I did that. I sampled this one. I didn't really add to the melody of this. I just used this Koriana only to make the beat not to be boring. I made interesting drums. I just kept the melody as it is. I didn't add any chords or whatever, but I made the drums interesting so that you don't get bored listening to the beat, right? By the way, all the drums that I use are in the drum kit. Link is in the description below. I started off with this hi-hat. It gives the beat a bounce. Then I layered two other hi-hats with the first hi-hats. Then I switched up the hi-hats and I did this one. After that, I did the snare. Then I also did another section of this snare. Then I layered this kick. Then I have another different section of the kick. Then I added this other snare for more bounce. For more bounce, I added another snare. Then I also added this unique kind of snare. You're probably wondering why I'm using so many snares. Like I said, since I was using like the same melody, I wanted to keep the drums interesting as possible. I added another snare. Then I was like, you know what, let me add the bass. How do I find which notes to play if I am sampling? The first trick you can use is pitching the melody up. I know it's annoying, but if you listen carefully, you can play the lower notes. Let me show you how it does it. That's how I listen through for what keys and what scale. Or you can use TuneBed to find the exact scale the melody is in. It's up to you. I use this one. It's a long process, this one. I like to use this because it's more accurate. I trust my ear. If I use that as the bass note, sounds like this. So this is how I find the root notes. I added a tone for more bounce. Let's get into the real things. This is the 808 that I layered and it goes like this. Then I also did this piano. Now if you listen to the piano, it kind of plays a lot. Like here, it's a slide. I layered the piano. Before you layer the sounds, make sure that they don't clash. That's the correct term. As you can see, I reduced the volume here. So I layered it with the bass. I'm using stock plugins, guys, here. This is a dope bass. Then I did another piano, but at the lower key for when we're about to go to the bridge of the beat. Now, I just had to add in some other effects like your drum fills, your all those good sounds. Like I said, like the aim here is to keep the drums interesting because the melody repeats a lot. You know what I'm saying? Comment where you're from, bruh. Comment below and say, I'm from Lesotho and I like this beat, or I'm from Zimbabwe and I don't really like this beat like that. Comment your flag down below and tell me where you're from and what you want to see next, bruh. And also remember, always keep it simple. Bye.